The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. That is a quote I absolutely love by Eleanor Roosevelt that seems to kind of sum up the energy today. Okay, believing in our dreams, we align our daily actions with our long term goals. Seeing the beauty also allows us to see our full potential. So today holds an energy to open our eyes, open our ears to what comes into our path, what we could incorporate into our day, our routines, our day to day activities that has the power to transform our tomorrows. So join me as we embark on a journey of self discovery, unlocking a path towards success, gaining an understanding of how to own this energy and move forward today and every day. So, hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus, June the 28th, 2024. We'll start with the numerology, the 28 energy. The 28 energy usually brings in some kind of small conflict. It's nothing major, but it just makes us more aware to how we are aligned, what we are aligned to, where our focus is, where our focus needs to be. 2 plus 8 is a 10 energy, and the 10 energy brings in luck, absolutely. So it could be a very lucky day. We could, well, I think even in the astrology, very lucky day. We'll see what the cards have to tell us. But the 10 energy is all about luck coming into our world, easier energy, looking towards the new beginnings, the new starts, and letting go of the things that no longer have value. 1 plus 0 is a 1. That is the independent. That is the I am. That is wanting to be the pioneer, being a trailblazer, feeling strong in our own independence of what we can do, of what we can master going forward. And the daily energy would be a 6 plus a 1 plus an 8. That gives us a 15 energy. The 15 energy is the phoenix rising out of the ashes, right? The phoenix is that mythical bird that would grow to maturity, very full of wisdom and knowledge and magic. And then when it reaches the end of its life, it bursts into flames, turns to ash, and out of that ash, a new phoenix is born, carrying all the wisdom and the knowledge forward and adding to it, becoming even more powerful. So we can be the phoenix rising out of the ashes on a day like today. We can let the things go that burden us, that limit us, that weigh us down, and let it fall into the fires. Let it turn to ash and allow ourselves to arise from that ash, reborn, taking the knowledge and the wisdom forward with us, leaving the past in the past because of it. 1 plus 5 is a 6 energy. The 6 energy is about our habits, our behaviors. Understanding what habits and behaviors really don't work for us, where we trip ourselves up. Maybe, yeah, I always pick on you smokers, and I apologize for that. I was a smoker for many, many years, so I understand. I went many times trying to quit, so I totally get where you are. But I know that when I worked, I couldn't get a break unless I said, I'm going for a cigarette. If I said, I'm just going to go and catch my breath, they'd expect me back in 2 minutes. The cigarette, they would at least give me a little bit of time. Maybe I could have went out and not had the cigarette, but you don't want to be a liar. So you go out and you have your cigarette. And it got to the point where I had completely quit everywhere else in my life except for when I needed a break at work. So I might have had one or two each and every day in order to get the break, right? So, but it doesn't serve any good purpose, really. And then I didn't want to go on an airplane because, oh gosh, after, when I smoked a lot, I don't want to get on an airplane. I will never make the flight. I don't want to go to a movie because I'll never be able to sit through the whole thing. because that cigarette, that constant need for that next cigarette is always there bugging me. I was always stepping out. You step out, you miss some conversations, you miss some things that can move you forward, that has the potential to move you forward. You miss meeting somebody or seeing somebody or seeing something. So our habits, our behaviors can trip us up. So we look at where we can instill good behaviors, good habits in our life under this energy. Sun is in Cancer. Moon, I believe it enters Aries around 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we'll have a full day of Aries moon. So that is, once again, that's our first sign of the zodiac. So it is about our independence. It is about our drive forward, what we want to accomplish, what we want to do, where we want victory. And the sun semisextiles Jupiter, so that brings in an optimism. The sun and Jupiter getting together, that's definitely optimism. And we could very well feel that boost in our overall outlook on life and where we're going. It is a time to expand our horizons. Learning, traveling, exploring new ideas. And even if something seems small or almost insignificant at first, it would probably be very easy to miss. But we need to slow it down a little bit. We need to pay attention. We need to be grounded a little bit, because it is a very optimistic energy to what grabs our attention. What do we see? What do we hear? And go in search of activities that open your mind up to what can be. It's a day to allow your creativity and your inner expression to flow. And consistency. Consistency is the key to this transit, which goes back into our habits and our behaviors. Because what is more consistent than our habits and our behaviors? We wake up the same way. We brush our teeth the same way. We have our little rituals as we go through our day that keeps us on the steady path forward. But look at how you can master some of your daily actions to actually mirror tomorrow's successes. Okay, so allowing consistent progress towards your goals without even having to do anything. It's just who you are. Okay, maybe you wake up in the morning and you meditate. It's probably the best time to meditate. Go potty, grab a glass of water, go back to bed, sit upright so you don't fall back to sleep again, and just give yourself 5 or 10 minutes of just mindful breathing, if nothing else. Put on a small meditation. I think I have a morning meditation, but my new moon meditation would work just as well. And I leave those in the description box every week for you. So if you need a meditation, and they're not the best ones in the world, but they're there for you to use to maybe take away some of the things, because really all they are is, most of them are just affirmations, one affirmation right after the other. I mean, just listen to it with a pen and pencil in your hand, or pen or pencil in your hand, and just write out a couple of things that really, really resonated with you very well, and make your own meditation out of it. Have a mantra that you just breathe in with certain words and breathe out with certain words. And just say one thing if you want. I am great. I'm a money magnet. Whatever you want to do, right? I find happiness and joy everywhere I go. And just kind of do that. Now, the one thing about when you do it first thing in the morning is because you are still in a sleep kind of vibration. Okay, you're in the alpha wave, so to speak, so you're more in a dreamlike state, which allows you to really, it's before your conscious mind really gets in there and say, hey, come on, we got to get in the shower, we got to make a coffee, we got to have something to eat, got to be on the road for 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, let's go, we got to get this ready, we got to do that. Do we have this waiting for us? We forgot to do this yesterday. And your conscious mind will immediately start to kick in to your day. So it's best first thing in the morning to just go right back to bed in an upright position though, and just do a small meditation or just a couple of breaths and think about your day and what you want to manifest, what you want to bring in, what you want to make tangible, what you want to make real in your life. Okay, I've beaten that one right up. Somebody needed to hear that more than I was going to say. So, it's a day to try a new skill. Okay, take a workshop, take in a lecture, or maybe a day trip will lead to being inspired by new ideas. You ever drive down the road and you're just looking at the front yards to see what they're doing in their landscaping because you want to do something in your front yard? Or maybe you're looking in the backyards to see what they've got back there because you're thinking about some ideas of how to utilize your backyard better. Okay, but definitely, if nothing else, get out and socialize, join in conversations, network, socialize with purpose. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Oh, I didn't get my cards out here. Oh, who flipped? Who flipped the death card? The death card. We have the death card here. Now, the skull. The skull represents the past, the things that we hold on to until that bone turns to ash, right? So, it's about letting go of yesterday. It's about letting your walls down. It's about taking that cape and throwing it off, letting the world see you, your creativity, your beauty, your talents. It's about letting your inner child out. Where's our inner child? Right there. It's all backwards to me in the camera. Right there is our inner child, waiting for us to take off that cloak, to drop that weapon, to start playing again and embracing life. And I think today is a day when it's a lot easier to embrace life. We have that optimism. I mean, Jupiter and the sun, we have that optimism to feel the freedom, to feel the liberation. I mean, maybe it's a day of just giggles and dancing, but I think it's so much more than that. First card, well, it could be. The Three of Cups is about getting together with people, socializing, having fun, creating the giggles, the laughters, and maybe we'll dance as well. This is about good news coming in or seeing something, celebrating something. Just the enjoyment of being together. So it's a beautiful energy. Look at that. Knight of Pentacles. Just believe. Just believe that you've got this. You have the potential. You are consistently working towards it. You know, consistency. I'm going to go back to that again. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Consistency in doing the things that you need to do by just your everyday stuff. What were we going to say about that? I threw them off, I guess. All right, I lost it. It'll come back. Yeah, so if you see yourself being successful, then what are some of those traits that you see? You know, maybe you can see that maybe you're not a procrastinator. Maybe you see yourself smiling more often. Maybe you see yourself as a person who has time to give to the community in some way, or give to the home and family in some way, and give to the world in some way, by the little things we do in life. You know, so procrastination is an easy one to pick on because we all procrastinate. Procrastination is not laziness. Procrastination is keeping yourself safe. It's a primal instinct that unfortunately works against us in this day and age, but it kept us alive when the saber-toothed tiger was chasing us. This is about a belief in yourself, a belief that in God, your angels, the universe, that everything, you know, what is it? Dream in the world will conspire to make it so. So allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to get, you know, sucked right into that dream, that goal, that desire. And then go out there and be consistent in your efforts day to day, okay? You know, when you see yourself in the future, is that somebody who gets up at noon or somebody who gets up at 5 a.m.? Is that somebody who goes to bed at 8, 9, midnight, 2 a.m.? You know, start to look at yourself in the future. And what does that person look like? And what are some of the things we can change today? Maybe being more consistent with, you know, our honor, our authenticity of our word is our bond. I mean, there's so many ways of incorporating it. And we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a healthy ego. So we may get criticisms in, and the criticisms can be very positive and they can be very negative. And so we can't tune out everybody and just listen to our heart here. We need to listen, but then understand where we need to put distance between us and certain people. The people who just try and poke holes, the people who just try and pull us down or pull our dreams down, poke holes in our dream, deflate them into nothingness. And then there's people who are giving you positive criticism to help you on your path. Maybe you are overseeing a very important part of the puzzle. Maybe you are not seeing things clearly and they're trying to allow you to see through their eyes. So it's about having a healthy ego. And when we do that and we have a healthy ego, we quickly know who we really need to listen to, who we really need to involve ourselves more with, and who we need to make a little bit of space in between. We will get an oracle card here. And we have renewal of peace. Look at that. The 13 energy, I believe it is. 13 energy is an energy that is very lucky. Okay. Unfortunately, though, some of the things that happen to us under a 13 energy doesn't seem so lucky at the time. So like I said, we have to explore everything that comes our way today. It might be insignificant. It might be something that we would just normally bypass. Or it could be something to renew our peace in some way. It's important to maintain peace with all aspects of our life: mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. Inner imbalances can often manifest in a daily life if you don't take time to take care of yourself. It doesn't matter whether or not your imbalance is a negative one. Being optimistic to the point of believing yourself to be invincible could also lead to challenges. Balance is best achieved through listening to your body. Take time for yourself, allow your inner power to heal, and return to being peace-filled. This will assist you and make you stronger. And this energy kind of blends into yesterday's energy, doesn't it? Balance is best achieved. Being optimistic to the point of believing in yourself. Very optimistic energy that we've been having over the last several days. And what can happen is we just kind of get lost in a cloud and we don't become grounded and really think of how to utilize the energy in order to go forward. And there can be many missed opportunities when we're not struggling. Okay, last week was struggle after struggle. Well, yet last week was more of a teeter-totter, right? One day of good, one day of bad. We were going back and forth, but the challenging energy forces us to pay attention, forces us to look at where we need to adjust, improve, delete, or invite in energy. And we'll go to an animal card. And today we have with us Moonlight and the Crab. Moonlight and the Crab. Which is a Cancer energy, right? We do have the sun in Cancer. There we are. So mystery, darkness, jealousy, anger, emotion, regeneration. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side, whether they show it to anyone. Mark Twain. If you've chosen Crab, which we have, the message is that you've been overcome maybe with an anger, an emotion, a jealousy, and it's time for you to look at all the issues and release the negative emotions that you are hanging on to and release them. Crabs are very versatile. They can move in the water and on land, and if you've chosen Crab, you are being reminded that you have been uptight and not going with the flow. Crab tells you that this is a time to regenerate. This is a time of regeneration and transformation, but it can only occur if you set down the negativity and allow yourself to turn away from your dark side and embrace the light that shines that shines on and within your spirit. If you can't see it, the reminder is that the moon remains strong to help guide you and transform you. Release all that is troubling you. Use moon cycles to assist you in your journey. Many people get moody during full moons, others feel sadness at the new moon. Pay attention to your moods during the moon cycle and see if there is a pattern. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.